We've looked at a few techniques here, and I'm sure that by this point you're saying, obviously this is something that I can harness. Using video on my site is something that I can harness to get more traffic. And yes, you're right. Video right now is very hot, and it's going to be for a very, very long time. The good thing about Camtasia is it makes getting video very easy. It makes doing things with video so simple that, anybody can do it. It used to be some type of video production was very difficult if you wanted to get any kind of good quality. For example, it was easy to go ahead, slap up a capture, a webcam or something, record a video. But what if you make mistakes, or what if you need to do something to the video, or you wanted to, put a URL up on the screen, anything like that, extra text, and what about, capturing your desktop? All of that was very, very difficult things. I even remember, seeing something a long time ago, this is back in the 90s, where to show what was on the screen, they actually moved the camera and pointed it to the screen. That's stuff that Camtasia does so easy. So this is something that takes the power of video and puts it in the common man's hands. Create some video that's informative or interesting. What that means is that, all the other techniques that we've talked about, doing training, doing some video manuals, helping people, showing them how to do things, that's informative stuff. You can also do something that's interesting. I mean, the bottom line here is that if you can create something that people just, it shocks them, or I know I saw, I don't want to get too graphic here, but in doing some of my research for samples of videos, and you'll be glad I didn't pick this one, I saw one that had a banner that said, "Watch me eat baby birds." And it had a video link there, kind of like making it look like if you click on it, it's going to play a video. You couldn't resist the urge to just click and see what was going to go on. But that's all done because of the power of video. So if you can create something that's just going to, drop people's jaws, or again, give them some helpful information, they're going to come check it out. And you're going to get a lot of exposure, because this is how things go viral. If you can show somebody something that they haven't seen before, or if you can help them with something in a way that they haven't been helped before, they're going to show that to their friends. And YouTube, for one, most of the video sites do this, but YouTube, for one, makes it really easy to share videos with colleagues, friends, whatever. Once you post something on YouTube, people can link to it. They can put it on their own website and play it right there. So they're going to. So if you've got something that, you can create, like maybe you're doing training. Like, for example, I do Photoshop training. Well, I also create little tidbits, little tutorials, just 5-6 minutes long. Post them on YouTube. When people watch those, because they go to YouTube, they do a search for Photoshop, it comes up, they watch them, and if your link's in there, your website, they're going to go visit your website. It just works that way. So always put a link to your product or your website in the video. That way people can't fool with it. You don't want to just, some sites allow you to upload a video and you can put your company website as a tag or something like that. Always make sure that, that's not good enough. Always make sure that your website URL or a link to a product, whatever it is you're trying to make your money off of, always make sure that that is in the video. Again, that's where we get to the part about Camtasia makes that real easy to do. You can literally, in a few hours, you can learn how to use Camtasia and be productive and produce content that looks like it was, created in a professional production studio. But create your video, make sure your link is in there, post that to free video hosting services. This is one thing that is absolutely beautiful. YouTube and some of the other ones, Google Video, they have made such an impact in the industry, because it used to be people were kind of afraid to put video on their website, if they had their own website, because their hosting company would freak out, 100,000 people coming to view a 50 meg file is going to use up a lot of bandwidth. Well, now it's something that we really don't have to worry about at all, because we can post that video to these free video services. They're handling all the bandwidth. You can even on your own website, and this is a trick that I use, instead of hosting it myself, I can create something for my website. I can post that to YouTube, and then on my website, I link to YouTube. So they come to my website, they click on the button to play, and YouTube streams it to them. They don't ever have to even leave my site. So I've got people that came to my site viewing the content, and I've got people that came to YouTube and did a search, and they're able to view my content. One reason also that kind of helps you if you link it like that is because that helps your YouTube stats to go up. So, if you had your own version that you were hosting on your website and then your YouTube version, the people would be clicking on YouTube and they'd see that, and it'd go up to 1,000 views, and on your website it might have, like 500 views. Well, if you link on your own website, link to the video on YouTube, then it's going to show popularity, 1,500 views. So I'll just throw that in as a tip. Let me give you another tip to get people to really come visit your site, because there's a couple of different things that we can do here. Ultimately, the goal is we want people to come visit our site, right? So you put the link, your URL, in the video. Another thing that you can do is only include half the video. This is a really good technique. Also, not only can you include half the video, another idea is to just take segments of the video. This is something that I've done too. Let's say, because YouTube gives you limitations, right, on a free account. I think it's like 10 minutes or something like that. Let's say you've got a 30-minute video. Well, you create your video, go into Camtasia. This is really great. You can go into Camtasia. You can split the video up and cut chunks of it out. So, like for 2 minutes, you'll show the beginning of the video, and then you'll do a transition, and it'll kind of fade into the next segment. You'll give them another 2 minutes, and then you can transition it again. Only give them some of the more interesting parts, but, not include everything, so that they're like, okay, I got to visit their website because I've got to see exactly how they did all this. Or I've got to find out more information about this. They left out some very important parts. So use those tactics to get people to come visit your site. Now, here's some of the free hosting services that you can utilize. YouTube, hands down, number one right now. But there are a lot of contenders. Okay? File Cabinet. Then that's at www.filecabi.net. I'm going to be showing you all of these here in just a minute. Google Video, another really popular one. They're hot on the heels of YouTube. VidiLife and Zippy Videos. These are the URLs. Go ahead and jot them down. I'm going to go ahead and hop over to, if you need to, pause the video and just write those down, but I'm going to hop over to Internet Explorer. And let's start with YouTube. Again, without a doubt, the most popular video service. If you've got something that just watch this. I'll do Photoshop. There will be more stuff come up for this than I could possibly, go out and look at in probably weeks and weeks of constant viewing. Look at that. With Photoshop, 57,000 videos pop up. So you go in there. This is a major, major marketing tactic. Same thing over on File Cabinet. Probably not as much here. Let's do a search on here. Like I said, though, a lot of these up and coming. And it's good, if you can, to get in when they're not so popular. See, like this one, only 4 even showed up. On YouTube, 57,000. That kind of gives you a little bit of an understanding on what's going on there. But let's do Google Video. This one's going to be phenomenal, too. Looking for the same thing. I don't know if I can get a... Oh, I didn't type the word right. Notice a lot of things came up, though. Okay, 55,000 things show up. And this is at video.google.com. You go there, you post, and I tell you what, at the end of the training, I'm going to have like a how-to on some of the specifics here. So one of the things I'll do is I'll walk you through uploading a video, maybe on some of these sites. But Here's another one. This is VidiLife and Photoshop. Go ahead and do a search. And I don't know on this one if we're going to get a total. It would be nice if we did, but a lot of things nonetheless. Zippy videos. So if this was your niche, you got a lot of competition, right? But one thing, I don't mind competition. A lot of people are scared of it. What I have found with competition, though, is that means that is a thriving market. So if you found a thriving market, the reason that there is so much competition, and look at that, how many, let me see, I got 4 pages, and it looks like 12 on each page. So again, okay, 37 results, there we go. Not nearly as much as on YouTube and Google Video. But with these these up-and-coming video hosting services, get in there while you can. I mean, that's without a doubt a way to grab a hold of some traffic. And this doesn't even take into consideration, all the social networking sites, MySpace, Facebook, anything like that where you can post a video. Definitely a source of amazing traffic.